I keep forgetting to order one.
Yeah, we're just going to play the intro clip here.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Tim, this is what you signed up for.
Looks fantastic.
Periodically. It not only is it fantastic, Tim, it's fantastic. It's like Men's Warehouse. You're going to like the way you look.
Are you okay?
I don't even know what I'm watching. This is ridiculous.
I also really...
Listen to the words.
I think I could hear some of it.
Oh, you want to
We're
hear
gonna go
that?
back then.
If you wanted, it's a podcast.
Also, I like how it's Times Square.
Yeah, like it looks pretty good. So what are the ones that like have Dan in it? Or like how do you feel?
I don't like the smoke because it looks like I farted.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But that looks cool. Farts are cool.
I also just love how it's a golfing picture of Kiefer.
You look pretty sweet.
I know, I look dapper.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, you better just close this. It's just going to slow the shit up.
I know.
I hope voice
Yeah,
memos
then
is
we're
still
gonna have to-
recording.
You're going to start
It is.
over.
I like being able to see this a lot. This is so good.
Yeah, so
That's a pretty nice setup.
What are you doing now?
I got videos to show
He
too.
wants to show me videos.
Is this okay?
No, we're not gonna do it right now. We're not gonna do it right now.
We're not going to do it right now.
No, I came up with that song, and I plugged one of these mics into my computer, and I did one take, and I listened to it. I was like, oh, I can do better.
That song was written years before you or me.
And then I was about to redo it, and I was like, no, one and done. Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Just one take. Fucking great.
That's all it needs. One take Keith.
Dead air.
He's gonna talk. He's gonna text this whole time. He's turned.
Dude, he's always
I'm
on
not
his phone.
normally. We fucked around really long. It's 6 o'clock. It's fucking, I gotta get supper to Jamie. So, Tim,
Yeah.
So, Tim, let me ask you.
we've been trying.
We've been, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No.
Well, one of you are gonna have to go. He's texting. You go.
So, we've been trying to get you here for a while, and you
Fact-
were in Kosovo? Is that what you've been doing? What has
That
Tim
is-
been up to?
I hear it's lovely this time of the year.
That is not what I've been doing. That was a long, long time ago.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Did that quit?
That totally just quit.
No.
No,
Oh,
I
well,
didn't.
we're good. We're good.
Boy, you're going to have to edit the shit out of this.
Yeah, you are.
Nope. One and done.
That's gonna sound terrible.
So what have you been up to,
What
Tim?
have you been up to, Tim?
Living life, working,
What do you do?
being a dad.
Being a dad. I think
Yeah.
that's sexy.
A lot of people do.
Yeah,
I haven't found them yet.
I know. They're out there.
That's what I hear. No, I said my attendance would be better. I'll get over here more.
That's easy to say the first time you're here.
Yeah, and when you're here, and then not only that, we're going to record, like, let's say we record 2 podcasts when he's here. So that's how he's going to do it. I'll just be there once every 6 weeks. We'll do 2.
No way.
That-
Carter found out I was coming over here.
Was he
was
upset?
Like, he's like, no fair. I was like, yeah, I guess Simon's pretty bummed.
Simon
too.
was bummed.
I don't have anybody to be bummed. That. Yeah. Oh. So.
You know what to do about that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Can't get pregnant from. Get off your phone.
I've got to look this up.
Have you played Hogwarts Legacy yet?
Yeah, I started it. And I started it before kind of the separation, everything happened. I was on a giant ass TV and it looked great. Mm-hmm. And now I'm moved back in with my parents for the time being. And I'm on a small ass TV that doesn't do justice
yeah.
at all.
Fair.
So, and honestly, like, I just don't play a lot now.
Yeah.
Like, I get home around 6, take care of Carter, get his shit done. And then weekends mostly, but I just downloaded Helldivers 2.
What's that?
It's
A
seems
diving
like
game?
it seems like a game version of the Starship Troopers movie.
Okay.
It's pretty
That's
funny.
dope.
It's like really squad based.
Is it online or just
It's
like
online.
RPG? Okay.
Like it's really tough to do solo. So that's my gaming. It's just kind of a couple hours throughout the
Fair.
week.
Fair.
Is that the only one you're playing?
He doesn't have time to play.
I know,
If
I
you
know.
weren't on your
Yeah.
phone and listening, you'd
I
know.
am listening. That's why I asked.
We're doing terrible. I will go back to Red Dead 2 every now and then.
Mm.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
That is a
I just
classic.
feel like being a cowboy sometimes.
Yeah.
Bang bang.
Zombies.
No, they didn't do a zombie one.
Why
the
not?
Original. I don't know. A lot of people thought they would, but it's Rockstar. And,
Yeah.
I mean, historically, they take their time working on shit. That's why their games are always great, though, I guess.
Yeah. What do you think about the new GTA that's gonna be coming out?
I watched the trailer. I mean, it looks good, but I was just never a big GTA person.
Oh, really?
And I don't really have a good reason for it. Like, I just never played them. I don't have any critiques or anything.
My Wi-Fi or the Wi-Fi around here isn't good enough for like that immersive open world where like you can walk into every building, because that all is going to be like basically you have the game but it's on the cloud, so like it like has to render and load like in real time. I don't think the Wi-Fi around here is going to do justice for it.
Maybe not. Rockstar's really nailed kind of like the open world.
Yeah, I love open world.
It's like
games.
Rockstar, and then everyone else is just kind of fighting for second best right now.
What were you gonna say, E-Money?
Yeah, jump in here.
I don't know. I don't play video games.
Well, we don't have to talk about that then.
You should.
You're the one that started it off.
You should sometimes.
Me?
They're fun. You can play games.
I don't. Like, the only thing that I do is I'll play randomly with Simon on the Switch.
He needs to download Fortnite.
Fortnite's sweet. I haven't
Jamie
played it in a
won't let
while.
him play it.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, you can turn off voice chat, I think.
I don't know. Because I think she thinks it's too violent.
Throwing dance grenades at people.
I don't know, dude. I don't know anything about the game, so I don't.
Shooting llamas until they drop gold bars.
I have no frame of reference to say whether it is or not.
Oh,
I have mentioned to her, it's like,
great.
I don't know, Danny and Tim say it's really not that bad. Well, I don't know.
You should download it and have her watch you play it.
Yeah, I probably should.
But you should play with us in a squad, but not let her know that.
So Fortnite's the only like battle royale game I like because I don't play them enough to get good at them.
Yeah.
I'll last like 5 seconds and die. Fortnite's so ridiculous.
Not
I
the
don't
only thing
care.
you last 5 seconds in.
Way longer. Way higher average. Way higher average. But it's just so silly. I don't care. Like I got killed by an 8-year-old.
Well, so it's just a battle royale thing.
There's other.
It's not like
Oh,
this.
no, there's tons of games on there.
On there.
There's tons
Okay.
of different modes, but that's like the big thing.
I don't like. I'm so out of touch with video games that like. I don't.
Oh, I'm sure we watched you run this computer earlier.
Yeah.
Did you had yeah?
Yeah.
You were
No idea.
so out of touch.
Yeah. I don't run computers hardly ever either.
That's fair.
Just every day at my job, but other than that, I don't generally run them. But the video games for me, like stuff like that, has gotten hard for me to like understand and follow. So like, I don't know how like Dustin wants to play like Minecraft, and I think Danny even said he would want to play Minecraft. Like,
No, Carter's really into it. I've never played Minecraft.
I don't understand how to even get started.
It's. I'm not like the biggest Minecraft person because it's kind of like pointless, I think.
Yeah.
You don't really do anything.
Well, you can do whatever you want.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's nothing you have to do. It's
Dude,
just sort of what
you can do
want.
what you want, and then like you can somehow, I don't know how to do it, and I'm gonna sound like a complete idiot. We probably need to bring some super whamadine video game expert on. But like you can go to like different people, like people can set up like, and my brother used to do this, but like you can like set up your own worlds on like
Yeah.
your own servers, and then somehow there's a way to get like jump around into those different things. Like Simon can get to like a Super Mario thing, but I don't know how he's doing it. And I don't know if that's just in the game or if it's something somebody created or what. And like same way like when he plays Roblox, like I don't get how that works. There's a billion games on there
Yeah, I don't
too.
know.
And like I try to watch him and I'm just like, what are you doing now? And he'll tell me, I'm like, that means absolutely nothing to me. And then, like, I'll ask him what game he's playing, and he'll say it. I'm like, okay, well, then how do you get to that? Oh, I don't know. You just get to it. Like, you just, like, how do you figure this shit out? Like, I get on one of those things, and I look around for 10 minutes. I'm like, I have no fucking idea. I'm not interested anymore. Like, and then, like, it's even worse with, like, those really open platform games, which it doesn't sound like Fortnite is.
What do you mean by open platform?
Oh, like, you kind of like Minecraft, but,
Well,
like,
you can get on and like somehow, I don't know how, like create your own game modes and stuff.
Yeah, there's different game modes, but I think for the most part, it's really like their battle royale platform.
Well, they're trying to
Yeah.
really take over like all the games. Because have you done the Lego Fortnite? That's
no.
pretty sweet.
But I thought maybe he would be allowed to do that one.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have racing on it now, just like racing cars.
Yeah.
And then they have like a Guitar Hero thing, which I've never done.
Wow.
Yeah.
That honestly sounds a lot like GTA's kind of side modes where they do
Yeah.
racing and you can do golf and like, all kinds
Yeah.
of crazy stuff.
Yeah. Well, and
The golf's so annoying on GTA.
oh, I've seen videos.
Yeah.
Tony will send me. Yeah, Tony will send me occasionally a video of the golfing. But like, Simon and I already have a disconnect because like I'm still very traditional. Like, just tell me what I'm supposed to do, A to B, and I'll figure out how to do it. Like just playing like Donkey Kong or like.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of what other ones I really am still okay
You like
with.
something more linear?
Yeah, exactly. But even like some of the Mario games, they kind of are, but they kind of aren't. It's not as bad, but it's still pretty like all over the place. I'll play them, but I don't even like them that much anymore.
Yeah.
The Donkey Kong's still good, but I still like Mario Party and stuff like that. And he gets bored with that stuff really, really fast. And so like he wants to play those open concept things, and I just I can't wrap my brain around them.
So I grew up playing Skyrim, so I really enjoy like the open world, but I also love like first person shooters because I'm like super competitive.
Yeah.
So like I get angry and like
Yeah.
it's frustrating. I get frustrated easily.
Yeah. Now, like Lego Star Wars, I love playing that with him, and it's pretty open concept because there's so much crap you can do in it, and you can jump around between the planets, and you can play the story, but then you can just go back through
Yeah.
and play however you want. Like those are fun, but
Yeah,
they still give you like a goal
Yeah.
for everything.
McKinley plays a lot of the Legos. They're a lot of fun. I like the Lego games.
Yeah.
I've never played any of them, to be honest.
He's been playing Lego Movie 1 and 2.
Yeah.
He likes that. I tried to play those with him, but I'll ask him like, "What are we supposed to be doing?" And he just runs around and does shit, and I just follow him around, and I'm just
Honestly, Carter plays his VR more than anything. Like his Oculus. That thing's wild.
I love those videos of like somebody's like in the other room doing it, and they're like, and they're like acting out sexual things, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "Oh,
Start like boxing.
yeah."
yeah. I think that's what he's gonna want next.
It's so he hardly ever touches his PlayStation, in which the PlayStation's got, of course, like Fortnite, which is really the only thing he plays. And it's got like the Spider-Man games and stuff on it, but he just doesn't want to play it. He always wants to play the VR, and he gets in these lobbies where it's almost like Roblox. You do whatever the hell you want.
You want,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's YouTube channels. Some of them are funny. They like do skits and stuff like in the VR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that's the other thing he wants to do is just watch people do it, which is even more mind-numbing,
I've
in
never
my
gotten
opinion.
that. I've never understood
Just did
that
it,
at all.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to like figure out a mission or something that like you're stumped on, like,
Oh yeah, like
He
I'll
does-
do
yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't care. And like he'll go watch the guys that like do the mods to old games.
Oh, sweet.
You
Yeah.
know, so like they'll change Mario into different stuff and
That's cool though.
yeah, but it's bizarre to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's
Speaking of
cool.
bizarre, I have this great video. Good segue.
I've been watching him. He's been trying for a while. He's going, and every time I see him look, I'll say something else.
Yeah.
Because I knew he really wanted to show it. All right, go ahead.
I'm
Yeah, show
trying.
that before I forget my next thought.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead with your next thought. This
Well,
isn't
so
working.
Simon is now, he made me dig out the Xbox One, which I think mine's like a first gen. and he only has like I've got Madden's old ones, which he's not interested in, and then like
Yeah.
I couldn't find the Batman games. Like I don't know where they're at anymore.
Those are sweet.
Yeah, like he enjoys like if we go over like Devin and Taylor's, he enjoys watching Devin play Xbox, and
Yeah.
so like he made, and one time Devin was playing Arkham Knight.
That
so,
game is awesome.
Yeah, so he was just like, whoa, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, I've got a couple of those.
Stop.
The comment section on this is already wild.
So he got like Lego Movie 1, and we've started letting him slowly get older games to like work
Yeah.
his way up. But go ahead.
All right.
All right.
This is gonna suck for anybody watching
He's
this.
got like 3 tabs of videos. Just
I
ready to
know
go.
how he is. Why'd you have to refresh it?
So it starts
I
at the
gotta be able to
beginning.
hear it.
We're gonna get so sued.
No, 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 no,
It's on mute.
Why?
That sucks.
I'm ready for it.
Get him, bud. I will defeat them for a third.
Hiya, Quinn.
What? You're alive?
That's right, I come in peace.
What? Holy flick!
Star Command needs you for a top secret mission.
No way! Where are we gonna go? Pizza
I
place?
want you to fart on my face. Squat down over my face and fart on it.
Hey, I guess. Are you sure about this, bud?
Yes, it's gonna help us defeat Zurg. And beyond! Oh, holy shit. Blasting off. Fuck me.
It's time for dinner.
Nice filter on her.
Yeah.
You should have waited for all this till later. All of this.
Oh, I forgot we're doing a twofer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing a double header, dipshit.
Oh.
That was pretty good. But I
bummed.
agree,
Yeah,
that
you
would have
better
been way
wait.
better later.
Yeah.
But
You got any others in the chamber? Let's just wait.
well, let me
We gotta get our Kelly one.
let me ask you. Let me ask you this: how much playing with toys does Carter do?
Not a ton.
You know what my theory on that is?
What?
Video games have completely replaced what you're doing with action figures, I think.
Yeah. So like you got him the Dragon Ball Z stuff. Which I thought those were super cool. I tried to explain like this is what I used to do as a kid. Like I'd have battles and stuff. And he's like, I don't really know what to do.
Yeah, and
He
you
thinks they're just like models.
right, and like you initially sometimes Simon will want me to play toys with him, and like when I play with him, he does a really good job. But it's really hard for me because growing up, I only played with toys pretty much by myself. Like that's what I did.
So I did, yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I did when I wasn't hanging out with my friends. Like I just hang out or playing video games, but like video games were a lot different back then to get to my point. But so like essentially you would take your action figures and then sometimes I would want to like just use my action figures and directly through the storyline or whatever I was playing with like recreate it, or I would just completely change it into whatever I wanted the storyline to be. But you can do all that shit with all these open platform games now. And like
Yeah.
you can get skins to be whoever you want, like, and so in my opinion, I think that video games have replaced like that same use of your imagination.
So, I mean, let me backtrack a little bit. He doesn't really do play with, like action figures, but like he loves doing Legos and things like that.
yeah.
And he'll get like toy drones and this thing called a Wonder Sphere. It's just this fucking ball that flies around. I mean, he loves playing with stuff like that. But as far as like sitting down and playing out a story with action figures, he's just never really done it.
Done that, yeah. Yeah. And then like when I play with him, I'll try to, I don't know if this happens to you, but like it's really hard for me to get back in that headspace. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
We're out of practice. I get
yeah, it's like,
Trying to really immerse yourself and like imagine everything going on.
right,
Yeah.
and really just play with toys. It's just like this, it's, you can almost remember the day you couldn't anymore.
Man, that was like my next train of thought.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I can even remember like the specific moment. I'm like, well, this doesn't really make sense anymore.
Yeah, it's weird. Like,
I
I was
remember,
maybe
one day
like,
it was I could just spend hours with my Kiss action figures, fighting my Ninja Turtle action figures, and having a battle. And then I don't know, like something happened, and I just didn't do it for a little bit. And like a month later, I'm like, okay, well this isn't really that fun.
The fun, yeah. I think I was probably like 12 or 13,
Yeah, it's the ballpark,
somewhere
yeah.
in there, like first part of junior high-ish. And like you
It
just
might have been a little younger than that, probably 10 or 11.
11,
I mean,
yeah.
somewhere in there, yeah. You're just
Mr.
like, okay,
Cool
well, this
Dude
is-
over here.
he's a lot older than we are. But
Why is
yeah. But probably 7th grade, I would say.
Yeah,
Somewhere around
probably,
there
yeah,
is when I just like I can't do this anymore. And I think
You've
it's
been
been
joyless since the 7th grade.
yeah. Yeah. And not only that, joyless, but just keeps subtracting more and more since that point.
Yeah.
But like I had him out one day and I was trying and it was just like I can't. And so like when I try with Simon, it's just like I remember what I used to do. Like it's something familiar to me, but I can't quite do it.
It's not as magical.
Yeah, I think it would be very similar to like I was thinking about this the other day. Like when we were talking about doing the band, and I told you the other day is like I don't know like if Dustin showed up tomorrow and wanted to do a show if like I would really want to.
Yeah.
Because we haven't done it so long, and the last time we did it, it was just a giant fucking headache for me, and I felt like I was really terrible at it the whole time. Like I can't set up sound anymore. I can't, like. And I just told Kiefer, I was like, and then the thought of actually performing. It's like I haven't done that well in so long that I don't know if I can do it, and it reminds me very much of playing with toys or like. It
Well,
would be
I haven't done
similar-
it well either in a long time.
Yeah. So well, yeah, because you just have to stand over there and play bass pretty
Yeah.
much. That was my dream with like Garrett's band, or if I ever filled in for you
Yeah.
guys, like that's easy. Because you just up there playing the music at that point,
Yeah.
which is nice, which is always kind of the goal.
Okay, so that was always the mindset I had with us. Honestly, I never really set up sound.
Yeah, you were always just like, hey, would you move my amp for me? Can you load it in?
It's broke down.
And then you'd be like, hey, I can't reach.
Yeah,
Way
you're
too
way too
close.
close to that.
Tim would always be like, I can't reach the outlet. Could you plug it in for me?
No, I would not.
And he's like, while you're back there, can you plug in these cords?
That is 100% lies.
And then he'd stand there and go,
I think one of you guys, and it might have been you, tried setting up my shit one time, and it was all fucked up. So from then on out, I remember being pretty clear, like, no one sets up my shit. Like,
Good.
I plug it all in, I know where I want it. But I mean, that's all I did, was like set up my stuff, played.
His theory was everybody loads it, unloads it. I set it up and play it, and then somebody loads it and
I'm
unloads it.
sorry. I'm sorry. I lived like almost an hour away. I always helped tear down.
Oh,
I have not once ever seen you tear anything down other than putting your guitars in your car.
Get
maybe.
out of here, dude.
I'll bet he doesn't today either.
Oh, dude, he's just gonna leave.
No,
No
but
way, I'll help tear down this stuff. I'll push the partition back.
Well, don't touch the partition. That's expensive.
I'll take care of the mics then.
Well, don't.
no, don't. We got away. We like to put it back.
Well, see, this is how it starts.
You can take out the trash.
I'd just rather do it myself.
Yeah, actually, you know what? If you get the fuck out of the way and quit making noise, that'd be great. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in. No, you're not. What other shit to do before I need that? No, but to make my point, that yes. Also, but like it would be similar to like if somebody was like, "Hey, we got a bunch of football pads." And we're all gonna get together. Yeah, it'd be the same
No.
thing. Like, no, those third graders down the block have been talking a lot of shit. I would do that. It's like you remember what you did or what you were supposed to do, but if you had to go out and do it, you'd be like,
Dude, I'll think about that a lot. Like,
yeah.
guys my age still playing like offensive line. Those guys play for fucking ever. I can't imagine. I haven't played football like that in so long. I can't imagine
yeah.
getting hit like that even once.
yeah, but they do it like from the time they're in Pee Wee football till
I know, like
they retire.
They're
I-
obviously more athletic and in better shape than I am currently. But
Right.
just the thought of like having
yeah.
to get hit again.
Yeah, but
no,
that-
I'm good.
I don't want to
I
like.
think the problem is like for them it becomes their job every day, 9 to 5. So it's not that big a deal. But like for us to, I'm just saying for us to try to go back and
Oh yeah.
I don't want to sound like a Mr. Cool guy or anything, but I really think I would be fine going back. Like right now. I
Well, it's a
still
good thing
think
you
I
don't
still
wanna
think
sound
I
like
got
that,
it.
'cause
I
you
think I
don't
still
sound
got
like
it.
that. I
Okay.
don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't.
I
Think
still
so.
got it. I never lost it.
I think everyone thinks about that. Thinks that until they don't.
Yeah. I don't really ever miss playing football, but I'll have
miss it.
dreams about playing basketball. I
Yeah.
do miss that quite a bit.
I miss playing football, and it's such a bummer because, like, at that age, you don't have the, well, most of the time we didn't have the coaching to explain to you what you were doing, you're supposed to
Yeah.
be doing. But, like, and you also don't totally have the mental capacity, I don't think, to, like, understand the grand scheme of things unless you're in, like, a really good program. But it's annoying because I know so much more about football now, but I don't
Yeah.
have the ability to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's really frustrating. It's like, I wish when I was 16, 17 and playing football, like, I understood football the way I did now because it wouldn't have been that hard. You know?
So back then, for me, I could totally agree with that because back then it was just like running around hitting people and getting the ball. You try to get a touchdown, and I really liked it until I hurt my shoulder, and after that I was really timid and shit. But now I'm like, I feel like I pay way more attention to the game, but I have no desire to try to play it.
Right, yeah.
Then maybe like an offensive coordinator or something.
You look like an offensive coordinator, actually.
I'm more like a Bill Belichick type.
Yeah. You need to get
got a
that
beard.
You need to get that pencil in your ear. Little Matt Patricia action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that
can
would
get
be
him
sweet.
a pencil.
If I was an NFL coach, I'd want to be Mike McDaniel. That guy's cool.
I think he might be one of a kind. I've been using Kiefer's
He's so
HBO
good.
Max to watch the Hard Knocks in season since the actual season ended because I need more football.
Dude, they're gonna cancel HBO now, or our subscription.
No, they're
now
not.
that you said that.
No, they're not.
They don't like the sharing.
I wish they would sponsor us. They should sponsor us.
HBO.
HBO and BetterHelp. They sponsor everybody.
Yeah. No, we have to do this segue, but it's kind of what we're talking about you talk about losing, like, the will to, like, play with toys, the will to, like, do music. One day, like, you're going to find out, like, you might lose the will to have sex, and that's why this episode is brought to you by Blue Chew.
Is that a sex thing?
Do you not ever see those ads for Blue Chew on all the podcasts?
Well, I don't.
All the
so-
comedians talk about it.
Okay, so
It's like the new Viagra.
Yeah.
okay, so
Or Hims. That's another one I think.
Hims, yeah,
Hims
it's a
does, like,
pill
hair loss, and they do a lot of
stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
I have seen, yes, I've seen the edibles for all the different things. I guess I have not specifically seen Blue Chew. I don't
I
think
feel like that's the biggest one I've seen.
I see it all. A bunch of comedians are sponsored.
sponsoring it. I only see the Facebook ones, and they're
Well, I
kind
know
of
they're
different.
doing a shitload of marketing.
Yeah,
I
I
was
keep-
scrolling through reels on Instagram and I just fucking see Blue Chew.
I keep seeing this one reel of this guy. He's on stage. It's a comedian. He's doing a stand up and he's talking about Blue Chew. And, like,
Sounds not.
dude, no, I don't watch all of it because it pisses me off. Like, do your stand up and be funny. Don't try to do an ad on
Ad.
stage.
Yeah,
Yeah, and ads part of your stand-up routine.
Yeah, like, what?
that's weird.
Yeah.
That is weird. A
I
lot of
thought you
those
meant
guys-
like in their podcasts.
like a lot of those people
What?
only have a few minutes, anyways, right?
Yeah.
I thought you meant in their podcasts, not like in their actual material.
No, this one reel that, like, keeps popping up because they're sponsoring it and, like, pushing it is that I refuse to watch it all. Drives me
Interesting.
nuts, yeah.
Have you ever seen the? I don't know which brand it is, but there is one now that's on, well, like TV ads, so like Hulu Live ads. There's it's I can't remember what it's called, but like their whole shtick is there's an edible for that, and they run through like a few different scenarios of the different edibles. Like, so there's like one for sleep, there's one for I can't remember what they all are, and of course there's one for sex. And in the ad, the woman walks in and she's just like, "Welp, I just took one of those edibles that just came in. Are you ready?" And the guy's like, "Oh no, I just took the sleep edible." And like it flashes back to her, and like she's like got like her lingerie and shit all on, and then it flashes back to him, and he's already.
That's a killer commercial.
And then she just goes, "Welp, I guess I'm gonna run take care of myself." And so you guys have never seen it?
No.
Never seen
Oh, dang it. I want you to look it up because I want to know
Okay.
if it doesn't turn you on just a little bit. When she talks about taking care of
Hey,
herself.
hey, guy, your mouse isn't.
It-
I'm trying.
that's a sign of when you're getting old. Whenever it's harder to you that a woman's masturbating and actually fucking you.
Thank God I'm not there yet.
Well, you're You're newly divorced.
Dude,
and
you
all
are
that.
more
You're-
gray than me.
Yeah.
Stop making old
I know.
jokes.
I get old
Yes.
fast.
He's so gray.
Yeah,
get old
lose
quick.
the R in that word, dude.
This is a family. This is a family show.
How would you spell it?
Gay. He's so gay.
There's one
I
gay
probably
guy
can't-
I know.
Probably can't say that, can I?
You're gonna have to
Yeah,
edit that
you
one
can.
out.
Yeah.
No, guys, jeez.
For editing it, go ahead and say your thing about brown people. And we're back at it.
All right.
We had to cut a little.
This is a perfect stop on that kid's face.
What are you trying to do? Find that commercial?
Yeah.
Just wait till later. Jesus. I need to freaking call that place and see. We have killed so much time here. I'm gonna get.
We could do a whole show of just watching
Yeah.
cool stuff.
Dude,
The Deadpool trailer looks amazing.
All right, give me a minute. You guys surely can keep this running.
Oh yeah.
No.
We'll look up his stuff.
Why aren't you wearing your headphones?
I don't like how it sounds right now.
He's too cool for headphones.
Yeah, Mr. Cool Guy.
Don't let him talk to you like that. When he comes back, tell him how you really feel about him talking to you like that.
Dude, you should do something to his microphone, dude. What?
Fart on it.
Dude, we're on the air right now.
I'm gonna aim his mic towards him so everyone can hear him.
Oh.
What do you got to say?
This is going to be all
He's
edited.
so stupid.
Oh,
So what are we trying to watch?
it's not working, is the deal. Have you seen the video of R. Kelly in Ethiopia?
I thought we were saving those videos for
No,
the
it's
next
fine.
one. All right.
This just listen and tell me what you think.
Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America?
So it's really weird watching anything from him now. Knowing like all the shit he was doing. Did you ever see that clip? They're like, they ask him something about a teenager. Like, would you ever hook up with a teenager? And how do you define teenager?
Yeah. And his lawyer's like, what?
Like the worst fucking answer ever. Come on, guy. Is that him screaming?
Yeah.
That's rough.
The whole video is him trying to be like, do you have your passport? Do you have your shots? Who's coming back with me?
Just out here on stage trying to traffic people.
This week on Surviving R. Kelly.
Oh man, look up Necroglobicon.
No, we're not gonna just watch any stupid video you want to watch.
That's not a stupid.
That's a,
video.
yeah.
It's a goblin
Special tonight.
dreaming about medieval times. And he wakes up and he's working a corporate 9 to 5.
Name one thing about medieval times.
King Arthur.
Spell that. Yeah.
I mean, I can really do it if I had to prove a point, but that
Yeah,
makes no
it-
sense.
Why? Because you don't know?
Kingarthur.
One more time, I wasn't listening.
No, I totally rewind it. I totally nailed it.
Sure,
All right, I'm
sure.
getting this back on.
Do you? What do you think if it was medieval times? What do you think you would be doing right now?
You know, I was actually just talking to somebody about this. Like, I really got into world history a long time ago. Like, kind of growing up in high school, like world history is my thing. Just because I was fascinated by the idea that wars at one time were decided with fucking swords.
Dude, that's
Can
nuts.
you
That's
imagine-
crazy.
Can you imagine if like that's how things were right now? The companies or the countries like split in half. There's two armies. The only way to decide who's going to run the country, Donald Trump and Joe Biden got a sword fight. Oh,
Oh, it'd be
man,
nuts.
yeah, that's how shit was decided.
That's a crazy way to fight.
Like,
Cause
that's how people really fought.
yeah, you know what's
just gonna
crazy
go-
too? Like Civil War fighting, like before, where you just like with
Stand
your
in a
muskets
line.
in a line walking, because all your like regiments, like your squads, are all like your town and stuff. So it's like your cousins, your uncles,
Oh,
your
yeah.
dad. So you're just walking in a straight line, and there goes your uncle's knee. or leg 30
And
yards
you just gotta
behind him.
stand there.
Yeah, and just keep walking.
What year are you talking about?
We're talking about like medieval times, but he's talking about Civil War era, like
I
fighting.
know. That's
Just
crazy.
stand in lines and shoot each other.
Each other. Oh yeah, that's the stupidest way to fight.
I know.
The Civil War wasn't as bad. It was the Revolutionary War, and before
Yeah,
that,
okay,
because
that's
the
probably a little
Brits,
bit
because
further
that's how
back.
the Brits wanted to do it, and then we started not fighting that way, and it pissed them off real bad. Like, well,
Yeah.
fuck you. Like, we're not just gonna run across here with a little.
Can you imagine being the drummer guy? Just in all that?
That'd be scary as shit.
I
Or the
wonder if those
flutist.
were the guys that just kinda,
Yeah.
if those were the guys that just kind of sucked at everything else. Like, okay, well, you can't fucking reload really fast.
Fuck
you
a
gotta,
lot.
you
Well,
gotta play the drum.
Yeah, well, a lot of them were really young.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
the other thing.
Well, I think so. Were like the people that kind of helped, like as far as like medical aid goes into like passing out water and shit. I think it was a lot of women and younger people too.
Yeah, just
Could be wrong. I watched us butcher this whole segment on world history.
Doesn't matter.
well, I don't remember. I remember we were watching The Patriot when it came out.
I love
good
that
one.
movie.
It was a good one. I haven't
It's a
watched it
good
in a
one.
long time. Should
I-
Mel Gibson used to kick complete ass.
Did you ever hear the?
Yeah.
I used to like all his movies.
Did you ever hear that voicemail of him in the hot tub?
I don't think so.
To his wife, he's like in the hot tub and he like calls his wife and leaves a voicemail about her never like going down on him anymore, and he's all mad and drunk.
Was that after he shot What Women Want?
I don't know.
Probably thought he picked up a thing or two from that movie.
No, but I remember we were sitting there watching it in Dustin's, and they were watching. It was one of the battle scenes where they all just marched to each other and started shooting. And Dustin's dad, Danny, was like, "What a dumb fucking way to fight." Literally just, okay, line up, you shoot, I shoot, you shoot, we shoot, if everybody's not all dead by then. That's pretty much how it works.
Okay, since we're kind of talking about this, if you could go back to like the era of the Roman Colosseum, would you go watch it there?
Oh, for sure.
100%.
Buddy, that's what we're doing with sports today.
No.
Yeah,
No.
nobody. Yeah, nobody dies.
No.
It's the same mentality.
No
It's
way.
the
You
same reason people are
They were
invested in
forcing
it.
people to fight to the death. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
watch.
yeah. Well,
Do
I
you
mean,
know they used to fill those full of water and fight on boats?
Yeah.
I'm just so
They used
crazy
to fight
as
like
that.
tigers and stuff.
I'm just saying it's the same kind of
Yeah, it's a sporting
concept.
event. but-
It's yeah, we don't kill
Right, dude.
people now, but a guy ran out on the field and popped his fucking Achilles in the Super Bowl.
Ooh, big deal. They fought
It's still
tigers.
ridiculous.
They fought tigers and had ship battles to the death.
I know.
Imagine being like on the Patriots team and you have to play the Bengals.
Listen, they were
Same thing.
They were uncivilized. Okay, we're civilized. We're doing it in a civilized way now.
Imagine Nick Bosa trying to sack Patrick Mahomes, and he can't quite get there, so he just chucks a fucking spear at him.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
That was Roman Coliseum.
Yes, but we still love sports just as much as they loved that back then.
Well, I'm just saying that's a crazy concept. Like
It
that's what
is.
shit was really like.
I know.
I would
That's
go.
nuts.
I'd probably get season tickets.
Just talking
Oh,
about
I
that today.
spent so much
We're just
money.
talking about that today. Could you imagine? Could you imagine being a guy like, "Whoa, what's going on after work?" Well, Caesar is letting us all off early today. They're going to fill the Coliseum, and a bunch of prisoners are going to get in there and kill each other, and everybody's invited to watch it.
The fucking
Could
baker
you
in charge.
imagine?
The baker in charge of bread can't take any more orders because he's got to get out of here in time for
Time
the 6
for the-
o'clock battle.
Yeah, for 6 o'clock fucking slaying.
Oh, there's a reenactment of the massacre.
I'm not making any more papyrus right now.
Yeah, it would be sweet though. I don't think you would like really living in those times though.
No, if
Yeah,
I could
just-
time travel to that event.
Yeah, and just shit in the street. That was pretty
But
nice.
it
Dude.
smelled terrible.
Small towns, like the rural parts of China, like they don't have toilets and they just like go in the streets and stuff. So you'll see a lot of videos
China's
online.
so mad. John Cena had to apologize to China one time.
What
Yeah,
does that have to do with anything?
He's talking about China's
Who
stinking.
cares?
yeah,
They'll
but you'll see a bunch of
sponsor us.
videos. I'll take their sponsorship.
I would too. So does our government.
Yeah. No, you'll see videos of like rural people in the city and they'll just like squat down in the mall or something and then just like stand up and keep walking. Have you ever seen those?
No.
Oh, Tim.
You want, okay,
Come
no,
on,
no, not
man.
really.
I'm
Dude, you
good.
want to know something even crazier that's more current?
No.
So growing up, well, my mom grew up in Pickering, and my grandparents.
Don't
still
say
live there.
current and say when my mom was growing up.
Current compared to what the fuck you were talking about.
No, that's today that's going on in China.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I apologize, but I'm just saying, like, in Pickering when we were kids, their sewage system was through the ditches in town. So like everything just drained out into the ditches drained to the bottom of the hill and it drained out. We used to unknowingly ride our bicycles through the ditch so that we could get what we thought was mud on our tires and then skid down the hill. Because you get them real muddy and then it just hit the brakes, you just slide forever. Finally, like one of my uncles come out and he was just like, "The hell are you guys doing?"
You guys probably built up like a natural immunity to E. coli.
You're probably right. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "Oh, just slicking up our tires so we can skid again."
Slicking up
Yeah.
the tires.
He's like, "You understand that's the sewage system. That's shit." That is. And we're like, "Nope." And then we're like, "We did notice it stunk."
This mud really stinks, guys.
And we'd run through it. We would just, as we would go through it, it would fling it everywhere,
Everywhere,
you know? Like, it wouldn't be totally all over you, but
Ew,
it splattered.
This mud's bad.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Something smells like a low-rate sewage treatment facility.
This mud's been out here a while.
Isn't that crazy?
That's a pretty crazy story.
Yeah. So, yes, people weren't literally shitting in the street in the late 90s in Pickering, but there was shit next to the street in the late 90s in Pickering.
That seems like a very.
You can let him talk to me
90s
like that.
problem.
Like what?
I don't like your tone. Tim, tell him. Set him straight, dog.
He doesn't like your tone,
Yeah.
but I don't understand why.
I feel set straight.
I think your tone is fine.
I think it was fine, too.
Oh, he's picky, dude.
He is picky.
Dude. Great, now we have to edit it out because you made noise.
Somebody could come fight us because he made a moaning grunt.
It's going off the rails here.
It'll happen once in a while.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
So let me ask you this: do you miss playing?
Do I miss playing?
Yeah.
I miss playing our stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I don't know, just kind of the music I grew up with. I do miss playing. I'll play every now and then and kind of play some heavier stuff too, or try to. I was never that good at it, but I do miss playing.
Yeah.
But I also, what you were saying earlier about just all the fucking setup and stuff that went into it, that was more fun when we had a group of friends helping us.
Yeah.
And then that just kind of solved, whichever one gets busy, it's fine. But I mean, we had a pretty big setup. Like, pretty legit sound. We had legit equipment, amps, and stuff like that. And it was just a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a lot. It was fun. Like yeah, go ahead.
If we ever seriously got back into doing something with that project, or any of us started something else, I would probably downgrade my stuff quite a bit.
Yeah.
I do
Just
all
that
pedal
half
board.
stack. Well, I've thought about that, but I have the Line 6. It's the HD 500 model, which it's solid, but there's just way better amp simulators out there.
Dude, the Podgo is sweet. The Helix and stuff I think is too much for what I would ever need.
Well, see, that's what I've read a lot of reviews. Like, that's what a lot of people are going to is the Helix, just because you can get pretty close
Yeah.
sounds out of that.
Even the Podgo, you get really close.
And to be fair, I guess I can't really say much about the HD 500, because I haven't messed with a lot of the amp settings, because I've always had the Mesa.
Yeah. And it's hard to go wrong with that amp.
Right.
The
and it's just-
rectifier, yeah.
And it's the single, so I can get a pretty good sound out of it. If I need a more modern distortion, I just throw a tube screamer over it.
Tube Screamer works for everything.
Tube screamer's great.
Yeah.
So I do miss playing, but it's a lot of setup.
Yeah.
Ethan's like, I just need him a big muff and my 4 strings.
Yeah.
It's always so loud.
The only thing I don't like is I still have a issue with there not being any amps like on the stage if you do everything direct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know like most bands anymore, they're all fake up there, but it's still
It's the look.
still aesthetically
It
looks
looks
appropriate.
awesome.
Like I
Like a
remember-
wall of Marshalls looks
Yeah.
sweet.
Dustin always so badly wanted to do what like Forever the Sickest Kids was doing, where it was all direct in and then they put those stupid little scrims up behind them and stuff.
Dude,
and
that's what I want to do with Tyler. I'm all for it.
you look like a boy band holding instruments. You know what I mean? Like I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all.
I don't know. I guess for me, as somebody that's very well and good looking, that like being in a boy band is pretty much anything I do.
No boy band is gonna let you in their boy band with your hair looking the way it does right now.
Well, dude, if I could get in and get a haircut, I would get it chopped off.
Here's
I don't think you would.
Here's our next adventure. So, like you were saying, the stuff that we play is basically classic rock now.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I go to football games and they're playing the anthem. Like we played Hell's
The
Bells.
national anthem.
No. Like we played Hell's Bells. I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. All these kids think this is how we felt about like Rolling Stones and
Yeah.
AC/DC and Welcome to the Jungle and all that stuff. But they listen. It's all pop punk from whenever we were in high school.
Yeah, like are the stuff we played in in the sweet spot right now.
Yeah, we've really got to double down on this mom rock dad band thing.
We should.
Well, we need to just get a residency in Vegas and just leave everything else behind.
I gotta figure out how those guys get in on that shit.
Oh God! Actually, I one night at like 1:30 in the morning, I sent a message to like the production company that does the Fremont Street.
Yeah.
And they responded with like
Nice.
links and emails.
No shit.
That's
Yeah,
Of,
progress.
like how to get it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you have to like go audition for them?
Yeah,
Like your show
I'm
and
sure
shit?
you
Yeah,
do.
I'm sure you do.
They're not just gonna let anybody.
That's the only thing. Like if we did it again, we've got to get a little bit better with like.
Like a choreographed show is sweet.
Well, yeah.
People will say it's fake, but like
Yeah,
it adds
but,
so much.
like
to it.
even those guys don't do a lot of that, but they have like a projector doing a bunch of shit in the background that like makes the background kind of interesting on
Yeah.
those stages and stuff. Like it would be cool to get something like that.
Well, those aren't projectors; those are just screens.
Screens, whatever. But you know what I mean. You would want that.
But they
program
built
Yeah.
almost like a projector show
show.
Yeah.
to go through their set.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
well, that's having in-ear, so like everything's just time coded, the lights
Right.
and everything.
Yeah, which that would be sweet to do. Like, there's so many things I would do slightly different.
Don't yell at him for being on his phone and then you're on your
He's
watch.
on his watch.
Making sure it's not my kid, which it was. Sending me a YouTube video probably.
Don't
Dude,
get
that-
mad at him for being on his watch and then get on your phone.
Do you
Just
ever get
making sure
that-
I don't have to get any food for Jamie.
Does Simon ever send you like YouTube clips and stuff?
No, he's not really allowed to have YouTube.
What
only thing-
is
the
this
only
poor
thing-
kid growing up like?
He's fine.
It's fine.
He can trying to think how to explain this. Like he can, not a lot, and like most time when it comes to YouTube, like Jamie just wants to get him off the video game stuff that we were talking about earlier, but like he will get on YouTube and watch like Cats 101.
Awesome.
And he found a breed of cat that he really wants, a Scottish Fold. And Jamie looked it up, like $2,500 cat.
Cool.
Yeah.
A Scottish fold?
Cool.
A Scottish Fold.
I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, and
See
you've
if it's
seen
worth
one before.
$2,500.
You've seen one before.
I doubt it. I'm allergic to cats.
I know, but like not maybe in person, but I bet you've seen pictures. And like
No.
he'll watch. I'm trying to think of
Stop
some
it.
other stuff that he likes to watch on there that's interesting. But I didn't mean to get back into that. I just
He'll always send me like just, I don't know funny random videos.
Yeah,
and
that's
clips
funny.
of it.
the only thing that he has access to is an iPad, which he could send me stuff if he knew how.
Yeah.
But we only give him the iPad for an hour a day.
But he had got that phone after the separation and divorce, which helped a lot. Like I can call him whenever he's with her, and she can call him. So I mean that's where he's got it.
Yeah.
I really do try to make it so he's not on it all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
But
He's got a couple friends that have them, but Jamie and I said we probably won't give them to him until he's like
had we not gone through this whole thing over the last year, he probably wouldn't have had a phone yet.
phone. Yeah.
It's kind of a special circumstance.
If I had a kid right now, I'd probably give him a phone and iPad as quickly as possible. That way I don't have to connect with them.
Do you what?
I don't know, dude.
Well, what
That's pretty
age?
cool.
What age did each of you get phones?
I got it in like 3rd grade.
See, that's way before us.
Yeah, well, it was just a flip track phone because like
Yeah.
I
my
wanna
parents
say-
realized that we were just all riding our bikes out into the country and like
yeah.
going into random
I
houses.
think I got my first phone. Man, I don't know. I was at the earliest 13 or 14, and it was my mom's old Nokia that had the antenna on the top. Not even the Nokias everyone talks about. This
The
is
brick,
an old phone.
yeah.
No, the Nokia before
For
that.
that, yeah.
And It was whenever I got my allowance and it could pay give her like $10 to add minutes to it.
Yeah, the track phones.
I think that was like my
Yeah.
very first phone.
I had one of those when I was a freshman, so I was like 14. But fuck, you'd waste minutes so fast. You
No,
could
I
use
had
it
to wait till after like 9 o'clock. Call my girlfriend for like 5 minutes.
minutes, yeah, or text, and it cost you half a minute, but you'd
Yeah.
still burn those up really fast.
Yeah.
I got my honest to God actual cell phone after I could drive. 16 and a half,
Well,
17
whenever like
years
I could
old.
start paying for it.
I didn't.
I could have one.
I don't think I had to pay for mine
I totally had to pay
initially,
for it.
but I did end up having to. Maybe they did make
What
me
are
pay
you
it.
looking up now?
It's not work. I'm trying to do the
You
Scottish.
know, I
Fold
tried
cat.
to get him
Well, you got to put an S on the front of Scottish.
It's not working right.
earlier. I tried to get him to pull up a music video, and he's like, "No, we're not going to do this." And that's all he's done is pull up videos.
I know.
I don't want to watch your stupid videos.
See,
God.
He looks like fucking Wayne from Wayne's World.
That's right. God, if you keep looking at me in my eyes, I'm gonna kiss you, dude.
gross. Never kiss you. You have something in your teeth.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe,
I
Matt.
wasn't-
Hey, maybe you need to talk about Matty. See how serious he wants to get about this. We could give him that set list, and we'd pretty much be ready to play. If he
Yeah,
comes
I do
back
know
us a
he
couple
plays
times.
quite a bit though, so it'd be really trying to figure out. I don't. Maddie doesn't really like Tim though.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
No way. Maddie loves me.
No, because Maddie is always like, I noticed Tim only carried his guitars in to record.
No, he didn't say that at all.
Actually, I noticed
Although-
Tim showed up 2 days later than you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I still hold a grudge against him for loving the way my Ibanez sounded one time and then hating how it sounded the next time.
That'll happen.
I was like, it's the same fucking guitar.
It'll happen, though. It can happen.
I remember. I don't even remember what the first time I recorded with it, and he's like, "Yeah, that's a pretty good sounding guitar. Sounds good."
Guess who has a Scottish Fold, we found out?
Somebody locally?
No.
Somebody famous?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
Taylor
start.
Swift.
Shut.
Yes, Taylor Swift.
What? What?
Boom.
There was a picture of it on the plane on her way back from Tokyo or wherever. I was like, oh shit, look at this, Simon.
Oh.
That's sort of the answer to everything now. So that's what I went with.
What are we doing?
He's looking
We're getting
cat.
little Simon a cat.
No, we're not. Maybe once we get this LLC together, it'll be a nice expense.
Yeah.
It pertained to business because we just talked about it, so
Yeah.
makes total sense.
All right. So besides cats,
But
what's everyone excited to watch?
what's everything? I don't know. I was excited to talk about playing music again, but Kiefer keeps fucking interrupting
He's
with
talking
videos.
about cats.
I miss playing music with you.
I do miss playing music too.
I do.
Oh shit!
What?
Whoa, dude.
What?
Did you not hear what he said?
What?
And then how you rebutted?
Oh, he missed playing music with me. Well, yeah, it goes
Yeah.
without saying.
No, you're only saying that because I called you out on it now.
What?
He said
In the
I miss
last-
playing music
Since
too,
I
not
joined
with
One
you.
Headlight High, I've never not played music with Ethan. It's
Right.
implied.
Right.
Really? What about that show you and I did at the distillery?
I heard that was really good.
It was good until he. Overall, it was really good. And then I was like, dude, we should really play Fast Car. I can play it all. I know it. He's like,
You know you don't know shit.
no, but listen.
know from experience.
Listen, he's like, I'll get it. I'm
Remember
like,
that?
no.
Remember that time I was in California? You guys decided to have a show without me. How'd that go?
That was terrible too.
That was one song.
Oh, it was just one song. But again, with this,
I've heard it was multiple.
listen, with this, no, overall it was pretty good. No Scrubs was really rough. But then again, with our thing at our farm, one song was really rough. And the whole time he's like, no, I got it. I'll figure it out. I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's not like there's a lot of fucking words. It's not just like you sing it. He tried in front of everyone, and he had no idea. And even McKinley was just like. So we stopped. We got like halfway through the first verse, and I was like, I'm not doing it, man. Like, there's no way. You have no idea what the
You
fuck
just
you're doing.
quit.
Yeah.
It is crazy how much confidence I have in myself for everything
Like-
I do.
Like that time he tried to play the drums to Beverly Hills.
That wasn't bad for most of it. I just know the bridge part.
remember
couldn't
him
get
t-
out of the bridge.
I remember him trying to do it. I don't really
didn't know
remember how
the
to
song.
play.
We had to quit in the bridge because he couldn't, the the little slow pretty part, and there's like really no drums, but he didn't keep
Yeah.
time, and then he didn't know how to bring
You
it
know,
back in.
since we're talking about kind of rough shows, I'll point out mine was the New Year's Eve show where we only tried to do classic rock.
Dude, that was
sweet.
awesome.
Man,
We killed that shit.
We actually did
Taking
a
care of
much
business
better
was
job
awesome.
than
I
you
wish
think.
we had it recorded so we could see. I had to learn all those classic rock solos.
They're
I
good,
could
man.
not.
They're
do
all
it.
the same.
No.
Yes,
Oh,
they
dude.
are.
I mean, they might be, but I can't play that stuff.
You want to know something that's bizarre to me? Like when we were doing stuff for Garrett, like songs I didn't care as much about were way easier for me to learn
Yeah.
than songs I really gave a shit about that I really wanted to get right and like would overcomplicate 'cause of
Yeah,
how
that-
much you want it to be.
Yeah.
We're talking about like doing Stone in Love, which is like 3 chords. That like
They're
one
all
you
the
don't really
songs.
want to do, but then you want to do that freaking Pink song or whatever with all the synth. Of course, that's gonna
No,
be
that
hard.
was hella good.
Hella
I'm just
good.
saying that. I'm just saying like,
too.
like I would literally like sit down with the stuff that Garrett wanted me to play and look at it the same way that you look at it. And like, oh, fuck, whatever. These 3 chords, I can do whatever I want in it and sound fine. All the stuff that we ever learned, we would spend so much time trying to get every single fucking little thing right, which is great, but like, it would cause like almost overcomplication because you're trying so hard.
Yeah.
You know.
So to kind of play devil's advocate on the other side of that, though, I think that's why we could honestly spend just a couple of hours and do a show
Oh yeah.
because we spent all that fucking time
Right. Yeah.
getting every detail
know.
right. I mean, we've done it a couple of times, and Dustin's
yeah.
come back.
Yeah. We always practice well.
Even the last few
shows.
times,
We
like,
always
we've managed to
practice
pull
well,
off
you
a
bet.
show.
I know. Other than you don't show up, but
Me.
yeah.
Practice?
Not last time you did.
I don't need to be there.
I think you might have.
I'm not gonna talk about that.
What?
You know what? Since we're
You'll
talking,
wait till later.
Yeah.
that's fair. Since we're talking about band stuff, I always like to talk about the time you guys convinced me we were doing a show.
That worked really good.
Oh man!
What were we doing that night?
So
We just ended
we
up
were just
hanging
hanging out
out.
in the
Yeah.
shed.
But we just made him think there was a
the
show.
whole
It was right
the whole
before
weekend.
Dustin left.
The whole weekend. No, he had
Or
come
he had
back.
just come back. Yeah.
So that's.
was- I
I'm
can't-
forever skeptical of you two now.
I started that, right?
I don't know who started it. It was in the group chat though.
Yeah.
Did we do it after the wedding?
But it's
no, it was
why-
before that.
It was
wasn't
before the wedding. It's
The fuck was he back for?
I don't even remember, but it's why I wasn't even convinced there was a podcast.
Shelby's wedding. It was Shelby White's wedding. We didn't play with that time that he came back. I
No.
don't think.
Yeah,
No,
but I
maybe
wasn't.
we did. Maybe that's when we did Justin Pancaw's thing though.
We've done a bunch of shit for him though too.
It was though. So what was he fucking back for? It's not important. It just drives me nuts because
I don't know, but like I said, I'm forever skeptical of you two, and I wasn't even for sure there was a podcast until I got here and we started doing a podcast. Man, like I spent the whole fucking day repracticing those songs because I hadn't played them forever.
good.
Loaded up all my shit to come over, and then Kiefer was the first one there after I got there. He didn't tell me there wasn't a show. And so we spent like half an hour talking, thinking like there was a show, and then you showed up, and you had assumed he had told me there wasn't a show.
That's right.
So it was like another hour before I found out. Like we should really go set up.
yeah, because you were just like, what are we doing?
And he's like, oh, you didn't
I
tell
was like,
me?
there's no show.
yeah.
Because it was getting close to like time to play, and we
Yeah,
still
that's
were
how-
just dicking around. Dustin still hadn't
yeah,
showed
the
up.
best way I can describe it is I was never 100% convinced that there was a show. I was never 100% convinced there wasn't a show. So I was like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You're iffy about the last one.
I didn't know. And then you guys got, I think, like Lindsay and Giorgio to post.
Yeah, I did. I
And
texted a bunch of
James.
people and made a bunch of people
Can't wait
post
to see
about
One
it.
Headlight High tonight. I'm like, oh, shit. It's like,
And then
I still don't
somebody
believe
texted
it,
me on the back end. It was like, oh, a bunch of the people that used to come to our shows thinks there's a show. And I was like, no, they don't. And somebody's like, you did all that fast? Like, yeah. I did.
That's what I'm saying. I was never like, okay, there's a show, but I'm like, is there a fucking show tonight?
I know. It was the most fun. We'll do it to you again.
Yeah.
No, like I
yeah.
said, I'm real skeptical of you guys these days.
Yeah, but you're not, though.
I showed up today expecting just,
He doesn't want to get kicked out of our group.
Yeah.
So he shows up.
yeah. You guys need me.
He doesn't want me releasing those Polaroids I have.
Do it. Call his bluff.
When'd you get those?
no,
when he
those-
was when he
those
was
were-
too
those were
drunk
good
to drive.
times.
When you guys were all too drunk to drive home, but he just slept.
Yeah.
You know what? Dustin spins that too. I had been drinking all night too.
Yeah, but
And I even after we loaded up, and I was like, "Look, man, do I need to fucking drink?" He's like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." I'm like, what?
he complained about it forever.
Yeah, I won't stop bitching about it. But the fact is, like, I had been drinking too. I don't know how drunk. Danny was pretty drunk.
I was wasted.
Like, I don't.
So was
Danny
Cooper
and I
and
were
Dustin.
wasted.
I wasn't paying attention to either one of them, but like I know I had a drink the whole night too. And then afterwards, we loaded everything, and I fucking asked him, I was like, "Hey, do you need me to drive?" "No, I'm good. Don't worry about it." And then he spent, I don't know, what, 5 years, 6 years bitching about it?
The thing with that show was we started drinking vodka
He's a
on the
bitcher.
way to Ashland.
That show was ridiculous. That was like right after COVID started too.
Dude, that lake area, I've actually been there multiple times doing shows now.
Yeah.
And there's a golf course out there that I play.
It was a sweet area.
Oh, it's awesome. Everybody's so nice there too.
Oh, it was super cool. Everyone seemed really chill. Even like the people next door. Well, there's this rock band playing next door, and they were cool about it.
Yeah, everybody just like hangs out on their boats. It's
You know,
awesome.
you know what wasn't cool though is when you went out in the crowd and tried to play bass from the crowd.
You know what? I'm getting hungry.
Come on back. Let's talk about it.
I think this is a good time to.
I don't think it quite is.
I want to be more defensive about
Dude,
this.
that was so.
'Cause I was
rough.
thinking about this the other day, and I was
What
all
song
mad.
were you trying to play?
It was no scrubs.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
not like a show with a lot of or a song with a lot of distortion where he could kind of hide behind the notes. No, like
Oh, no, you
it's all
carry-
cl-
you
it's all
carry the
clean
beat.
notes and the
Yeah.
bass carries it, and he's out there just like walking up the fucking scales and stuff. And it's like, dude, you're not even in the right key. This is terrible.
Hey, in my defense, I don't care.
Well, I know you didn't. We all knew you didn't because you didn't react to fucking up. He was, dude. If you saw him, it's like he was in the zone and he thought he was nailing it, but it wasn't any.
I was nailing it. You guys were just in the wrong key.
Wasn't even close to what we were playing. And he's just out there.
Did you guys all get down to a half step?
I don't know if we.
I don't
tuned or
remember where
not.
we had played it.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
That song is weird.
That was such a crazy show because we went to play Ocean Avenue and out of nowhere, I think you were supposed to play bass and you're like, no, I'm not gonna play bass. So Dan's like, well, I'll do it. I was like, well, then I gotta fucking start it, and I never play that part.
Dun, dun,
And
dun.
butchered.
Yeah, no,
that part.
that was a time though where I could not get the counting right for that intro.
Well, I knew
Yeah,
it, but I
that-
had never played that part, so I
bass?
just kind of
No, on the vocals, and I was worried about
Oh,
because it
trying to
comes
do it,
in, and I knew I couldn't because I would always just like add 2 extra beats of when I should come in, and it throws the whole thing off.
off, yeah, because the bass comes in on the dun 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 dun, and
you know,
there's the place. It should start in a pretty easy spot though.
I don't know.
it is a weird kind of timing song. You know what's always kind of still stuck with me from our times playing is we were at the bar, whatever, I don't even remember what it was called then, but it's the G spot.
The tumbling in stuff.
Maybe that's what it was then. We played a song.
Bass
I don't,
place?
I
I
don't
kept
remember
getting
what
pissed
it
because
was.
I'd say the north side because it'd been that for a billion years.
No, it was one of the shows. I don't remember what song we played, but it didn't go great. And fucking Dustin's dad stood
That was-
right in front of me, and he's like, "Well, nice try, boys."
That was Van Halen. Yeah. And it was because we tried to do some of the shit we had done at Sheds, and we couldn't do. We couldn't do a bunch of that.
Oh, we
We've got to
lost
finish
it.
this up. We've got to finish this up. What do you need?
Man, that was a good one to
Do you just want to put the
too.
thing up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
also have something to
so
put up when
it was Van Halen, is what it was.
Okay, yeah.
And we had tried a few of those songs that we did at Sheds, and but we hadn't played them in a while, and we just kind of were like, fuck it, we'll try it down there. It'll make some of them happy, and we sucked total ass at it.
He was standing right in front of me, and it was so quiet after we ended it.
Dustin.
Well, nice try, boys.
Dustin
I
does,
can hear it perfectly in my
Dustin
head.
does
Oh,
such a
God.
good job of. It was. That's okay, boys.
Yeah, that's what it was.
try it on the next time or whatever. It's just like, I just get done and I know it's not very good. I was like, oh boy, that wasn't very good. And just immediately it gets quiet and there's my dad.
And like,
That's okay, boys.
I had nowhere to hide. He was standing right in front of me. I'm like,
Yeah, he was standing right up there on the little balcony thing behind the fucking.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was great. It's funny now, but at the time I was just like, damn it.
It's embarrassing.
Dustin was super pissed, like the rest of the night. Immediately when we got done, that was the first thing he talked to me about.
It was pretty good. Now it's funny.
It didn't
At the
bother me
time,
that much. It's just
You win some, you
whatever.
lose some.
Yeah, especially at those shows. Like,
Yeah.
well, it ain't all gonna be perfect if you want to
No.
hear this crap. Like,
Good times.
Yeah.
I can't remember what we couldn't get right in it. That song wasn't even particularly hard.
I don't know.
It was.
Run with the devil?
That's the only one
It
we ever
was.
played.
Was it Run with the
hated that
Devil?
song.
It's
Isn't
one
it
of
that
their.
one?
I mean, it's one of their easy ones. You know what kind of fucking pissed me off is the time we almost did Panama, and Dustin thought it was just gonna be super easy to learn, and didn't listen to it, didn't try to do anything, and then we got there, and I'd worked my ass off to get most of it, and had even gotten halfway through the solo, and I was putting it together, spending a lot of time on it, and he comes in and finds out that Alex Van Halen's a really good drummer too,
Well, yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, I can't do this."
Kind of how it was with Metallica.
I don't remember which one.
The drums on Metallica. There's a lot more, like, it's a little bit more complicated.
Oh, it's
than you
more.
think.
Yeah. The biggest. Well, we were also doing transitions between songs that were fucking totally
Yeah.
unrelated.
I know.
It's
It would
sweet,
be
though.
hard. It's cool, but yeah.
I think it was him that didn't want to do one though either, because I wanted to put one in that medley, and he didn't want to do it.
You just
Yeah.
wanted that.
That's the only part of one you would put in a medley.
Yeah. I wish we
Be
could have
funny
put
to do a
in
medley of, like,
fuel would have been.
bridges.
It would have been. Which
A
one?
medley
Of
a medley
only
of
bridges.
all the parts of songs people don't really care about.
Like you could still do "Sad but True" because that bridge is basically just the chorus with no singing.
Yeah.
Lead over it, and then not sing any of it.
Just enough to tease everybody.
Just like the most unfamiliar parts of songs, and that's our medleys. That'd be great. We were really bad about doing shit that was really just mainly funny to us.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's kind of how I am as a person.
I mean, that's great. I have so many funny memories, but looking back, I think a lot of stuff probably wasn't that funny. To
Like
other
what
people.
one? Like what are you talking about?
You're putting me on the spot now, but I know just that's what we've always
Like
done.
stuff we would say, or just songs?
Or no, just anything we would do. It was always because we thought it was funny.
You want to know what we do on the
And sometimes
road?
it translated well, sometimes it didn't. I guess maybe.
Last summer, we did the show with No Drinking on Grounds, they're a pop punk band from Lincoln. They're sweet. They're good buddies of ours. But we were opening the show for them as like a fair, and we ended up like getting out there late. So on the way, we were like, "All right, Tyler, you say we had a flat tire. I'll say we got lost. We ran out of gas." So we get there and they're setting up, doing sound check, and we're all walking and talking to each person individually. And we all just go down the line of saying a different reason why we're late. And now we do that everywhere we go. There's a
always
sound-
late.
No, just we're like, we were supposed to be here earlier, but we had a flat tire. Like, sorry, we had to stop to pee 1,000 times. And we
Dude,
just-
that ain't no joke.
Oh, dude, I pee so much.
Fucking Danny.
I do.
Yeah, but you. I don't feel like you ever really made us stop that much. Fucking Danny would make us stop every fucking 10 minutes.
Tyler and I stop all the time.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
I'd do okay in a car, but I've always just been like, I don't see the point in holding it. Like, if there's a bathroom there, I'll just go.
Yeah.
Were you? Oh God, neither of you were at Dustin's bachelor party. Whenever I went.
No, I went to like the Royals game. You guys
Yeah,
went
so
somewhere else.
when we went to the Royals game, we went over to Lawrence to get to the hotel and then go to the strip club.
Right,
And I would not stop for him from fucking Kansas City to Lawrence after we got out of the
What?
ballpark. I wouldn't. I was like, I'm not fucking stopping. I'm not doing it. We're already behind schedule. Like, we're all shit housed. Like, I should barely be driving. I'm getting there. Like, and just remember the last, like, as soon as you get close to Lawrence, but it still took us like, I don't know, probably 17 minutes to get to the hotel in Lawrence. That last 17 minutes. Oh my God, how far can this be? You're just gonna have to stop. I was like, I'm not stopping in Lawrence. 12 minutes from the fucking hotel.
You're such a dick.
I know. Dustin would do it too. Like,
Yeah.
remember him be like, I'm not stopping. You're gonna have to wait a little while, but I just told them, I was like, I'm not stopping. And they had drank so much that the fucking whole bottom of that van was filled with cans.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And like whenever I finally pulled into the parking lot, immediately door gets ripped open. Motherfuck! And like you just heard and fucking cans hitting the ground. All of them got out and pissed in that parking lot. They didn't even go into the hotel. I was like, they're not gonna let us stay here. But
our first trip to Minnesota, the first hotel we went into, we walked in and the guy running it, the manager's like, you guys have to drink the orange juice because they're replacing the bag, and I need it all gone. So we didn't really know what was going on, so we all just awkwardly walked with this guy into the little dining room area, and you know how they have the push OJs?
yeah.
It was just us sitting around drinking as much OJ as we could.
In their little cups.
Yeah. Why this guy just stood there like, keep drinking, drink it.
That's crazy.
So weird.
There was neither of you were in the band, I don't think, this far back. Like, I think it was the first time we played with the Save the Hero guys in St. Joe, and they got a hotel out of Steve and Christina, which I'd like to fucking know how. But they wanted to go eat afterwards, so of course we rolled into old Denny's there on the Frederick and I-29 intersection, and half of us were trashed, half of us were higher than a kite.
Yeah.
And I just remember they put us in the back little like sectioned off room that they had back in there, like with a door and everything, so we wouldn't disrupt
Yeah.
everybody at 2 in the morning, which who you disrupting, you know?
Yeah.
And I just remember sitting across, everybody's looking at their menus, and like, I think Matt was across from me, but I think Alex was sitting next to him too. And they were just like sitting there, and I was like, well, I just don't know what I'm gonna get. And I looked at them, and they were both just like, and Matt looked at it and goes, I think I'm gonna get me that Grand Slam witch. And then Alex was like, yeah, dude. He's like, yeah, I'm getting that Grand Slam witch. Both
Dude,
got
if
'em.
I'm up in time to get breakfast, I will crush breakfast food.
I don't really care for it.
I
Overall.
don't care for
Yeah,
it
I don't
after
eat till
like,
later in the day.
I don't care for it after like 10:30. Then I'm like, well, I'd rather just have like lunch.
I'm the same way. Other than on the weekend, I will have a bowl of cereal.
Never like cereal.
But most of the time, I don't eat breakfast.
I don't either. I'm just saying like breakfast food hits the spot at breakfast time.
I don't.
Some pancakes. some
My
green
favorite.
tea.
Okay, so hear me out here. My favorite things to eat at breakfast time are hash browns.
Hash browns are good.
Love hash
That's
browns.
American staple.
I also like corned beef hash quite a bit. Those are probably my two
Dude,
favorite things.
My first exposure to that was basic training, and we were in Fort Jackson. It's South Carolina, maybe. But like that was my first exposure to like corned beef hash. Like, holy shit!
Yeah,
this is
it's
really
fucking
good.
amazing. And sometimes it's not even like you don't even have to get good quality for it to really taste all right. You know what I
Look
mean?
at his search history.
Get out of here. Have you ever seen drive-by insults?
No. Now, listen, it's okay. We are at an hour and 12, and we
We're
need to
gonna
go
need to go
eat
get
if we're going to
food.
go eat and then try to do some more of this. So,
All right, everybody, goodbye. It's been
listen,